I've got another reel unboxing for you today. Spoiler alert, it's another Shimano. Hello and welcome, what's up everybody? Today, I'm gonna be unboxing and spooling up, rigging up a brand new Shimano reel, one that I have never used before. If you saw my previous video, you saw where we unboxed and rigged up the $80 Shimano. If you wanna learn more about this baitcaster, that video is here for you on the channel. But today, we're gonna be doing another unboxing. I kept this one under wraps and I didn't show you guys in the last video what was in here. As you can see, I retaped the box for a little genuine JR unboxing feel. And I'm gonna be using, once again, my Berg Blades Bottle Butcher to do the unboxing. I wanna remind you guys really quickly that I'm gonna be giving away not one, but 2 bottle butchers over on my Instagram. That's at the Justin Royal. So if you're interested in getting in on the giveaway and potentially getting your hands on one of these sick little pieces of EDC gear, the Bottle Butcher by Berg Blades, follow me over on Instagram. I'm gonna be giving 2 of these things away for absolutely free to 2 of you awesome people out there just for riding with me and supporting me. Shout outs to Berg Blades for hooking it up with the Bottle Butchers. But we're gonna go ahead and get off into this unboxing. Slice back off into this Tackle Warehouse box. And take a look at this Shimano fishing reel, and then we'll get it spooled up with line, get a bait tied on, and I'll give you guys my first impressions and first ever up close look at this new Shimano reel. This is one that they came out with recently. Again, one that I've never used myself, never seen it before. Hopefully you haven't seen it yet. We'll try to do a little reveal, you know, without spoiling it. Here we go. A couple things I want to mention really quick. I just thought about it, looking at it. So last time we did the $80 Shimano, the entry-level, budget-friendly baitcaster from my favorite reel company at present, Shimano. This one is a couple tiers up. I figured I wanted to take it up just a little bit, but it's still not high end. It's budget friendly. I know you can get the SLX for like 99 bucks. This is just a little bit more than that. I wanted to jump up a couple tiers to one that caught my eye when I was shopping around on TW. And I was like, you know, that's a totally new reel with some upgraded, pretty sick features at a really reasonable price. It's a $129 reel. If you guys think you know what it is, pause the video right here, go down below, and drop your guesses in the comments, but I'm about to show it to you. Here we go. I know you're ready to see it. Here's the reveal. It's the new Shimano SLX XT 150. All right, the SLX XT 150. This is a reel that, I'll be honest with you, I didn't even really know existed. Don't know anything about it. 129 bucks with some upgraded features compared to the last reel we looked at, the $80 entry level Shimano. This one right here has the SVS Infinity braking system. It doesn't have the MGL in there, but it has, you know, a little bit better build quality, a little bit better components. Let's take a look at it. Crack this Bottle Butcher out of this sick Kydex sheath that is included. Cut through the seal there. Reholster that bad boy. Now let's take a look. I'll let you guys get the first look and then I'll take a peek at it. Can you see it? Is it in there? All right, it's upside down. Let's pull it out. Here it is, guys. Let you get the first look at it. I love that blue and gray. I can see it in the viewfinder. The arbor or the spool looks sick. That awesome anodized blue color. There's a look at the side. It reminds me of the SLX MGL. This is the SLX XT. I got this one in a 6.3-to-1. I have one specific thing in mind for this reel, and I will tell you guys a little bit more about that in a minute once we get it mounted up to a rod and begin the spooling process. Yeah, this is a jump up from the $80 Caius, or however you pronounce it. Let's roll this tension off. Roll that drag back. Brakes are on 1. There you go. Spool spin in there. Nice. One more flick. Okay. Everybody does this when they get a new fishing reel, right? Yeah, this is a step above. The SLX XT $129 Shimano Baitcaster. I have so many Shimanos. I have everything from the Metanium and the Bantam down to this $80 bad boy right here. I also have SLX DCs, SLX MGL 70s. Corrado 200 is probably my favorite Shimano fishing reel. The K, not the M. I do have the M. I have Corrado DCs, SLX DCs. Might have said that already. I got a bunch of Shimanos, man. This one right here is a new one to me. It looks freaking sick, though. Look at this thing, man. I talked about this in the last video. But looks are not crucial, but they are important. How cool something looks. You know, I'm into that, man. If it looks gnarly, catches your eye, has a good design to it, good colors, that's cool. But the important thing is, how does it fish? How does it fit and feel in the hand? The ergonomics, also extremely important. Give her a little spin-a-rooney there. Really nice. Right out of the box. All right. One more up-close look, and then we'll talk about the rod that I have in mind to throw this reel on. What do you guys think? Does anybody out there have the SLX XT? If you do, what are your experiences with it? I had a lot of people give me feedback on the last video saying that they have that reel and that they really dig it. So I'm sure some of you guys out there probably already have this one. But now I have one too. So let's get it mounted up to a rod, get it spooled up, and get a bait tied on. Nice, dude, nice. All right. So let's talk about rods really quick. You can see I got a stack of heaters back here behind me. Last video, we selected the 7.4 medium heavy mod fast heater series swim jig rod to mount our $80 Shimano with straight braid so that we can throw the new Scramble 106 from 6 Cents. Available now at Dick's and coming soon to the website. This one, I got something else in mind for. I want to put it to the test and do one of my favorite techniques on the planet with this thing. And I'm going to need this rod right here to do it. If you're interested in seeing all those rods, we talked about what all these are in the last video, but this one right here is it's probably my favorite one out of the heater series. This is 6.9 medium moderate. It's the one that I use the most. I feel like it's the most versatile rod. So many techniques this rod can cover. Everything from weightless fluke, top water walking style baits, popper baits, blade baits, jerk baits, small square bills, finesse baits, even small medium diving crankbaits like the Curve 55 right here. I mean, this rod right here can do it all. I'm sure I'm leaving some stuff out. Any of you guys out there have a 6.9 medium moderate, let me know what techniques you're using it for. And if I failed to mention anything, I would love to read about that down in the comments. I also want to say really quickly, before I forget, thank you so much for 93,000 subscribers. We woke up to 93K today, and I sincerely appreciate you guys riding with me like you do. 93,000 here on YouTube, 100K in 2025. Take no prisoners, I'll accept nothing less. You guys share the channel, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot of you watching and commenting that aren't subscribed, so please take 2 seconds, click the subscribe button, help us grow to 100K so that we can get that silver play button and throw it up back here on the tackle wall. And speaking of, I guess we better color in this next bar on the subscriber board. Have you guys been around since I introduced and first created this little tracker for our subscribers? Look at this, man. We're so close. Stay the course, 100K on the way, and we're gonna get that YouTube silver play button come hell or high water. When I started this board, we were right here. Where's that? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, like 15 or 16,000 subscribers is when I first created this board and introduced it here on the channel. Now we're at 93,000. And it's all thanks to you awesome people out there watching and subscribing. So thank you so much for the support. Thanks for riding with me. But if you're not subscribed, I would sincerely appreciate you taking the time to do that, especially if you're watching and commenting on the videos. Back to the rod, the 6'9" medium moderate heater series, my most versatile out of the entire heater series lineup. The heater series, of course, touched on it in the last video. I'll touch on it again really quickly right here. This is my signature line of fishing rods that I worked with 6th Sense to design and create, and I absolutely love them. I fish with them every time I'm on the water, and I know a lot of you guys out there are smashing on the heaters too. This one right here, it's a 6 foot 9 inch medium power moderate action rod, parabolic bend, loads up deep into the blank. But this thing right here, don't let its size and its weight rating fool you. It's a heavy hitter and it can handle the monstros. I've caught plenty giants on this rod and it has never let me down. I've never broken a 6'9" medium moderate heater. This thing right here is rock solid, and I'm stoked to see what this Shimano SLX XT is gonna look like on this rod. And I can tell you right now, it's gonna look sick. Look at this. See, we got, hang on, pause. We got this blue anodized ring accent on the heater series, along with this emerald green thread at every one of the line guides, Fuji line guides. And then you have this turquoise section right here with the 6th Sense logo, the heater logo right here. It's upside down, I know. And then you got the white and the neon yellow letters. It's gonna look so gnarly paired up with this Shimano. Lock it down, lock it in. There it is, dudes. Look at this. I mean, this thing is bad. That looks so sick, man. Yes. I'm stoked on that, dude. When stuff looks cool, it makes me happy. Sue me. Gnarly. All right. Now that we got it mounted up, let's talk line. So I was thinking about this before I started the video, and I was in between 12 and 15 pound Seaguar and Vizex fluorocarbon, which is the fluorocarbon line that I typically like to use. And I think I'm gonna go with 12 on this one. We'll talk a little bit more about why here in a second. Hopefully I have enough left on this spool to fill this 150 size reel. Again, this is the SLX XT 150 6.3 to 1. Before I put line on it, let's see what Shimano has to say about this reel. All right, this is directly from the Tackle Warehouse website. Overview. Continuing to raise the bar for performance-driven, budget-friendly reels. Phone died. Had to go grab an old school backup. So I already made a mistake here in the video. As you can see, the box just says SLX XT 150, but it is the SLX XTA casting reel. So let me just be clear about that. This is the SLX XTA, and according to Shimano, in the overview on Tackle Warehouse website, continuing to raise the bar for performance-driven, budget-friendly reels, the Shimano SLX XTA casting reels are equipped with some of Shimano's top-tier technologies that will make them a staple in your tournament fishing arsenal. Featuring silent tune technology, the SLX XTA casting reels achieve near noiseless and an overall smooth reeling experience. They also feature the SVS Infinity braking system, which makes it easier for anglers to adjust the amount of braking tension on the fly for different size lures and environmental conditions. An aluminum Hagane body, Hagane, which is actually a Japanese word that just means steel. But in this case, an aluminum Hagane body, which is terminology that you might have seen Shimano use before, provides an ultra rigid platform that doesn't flex under heavy loads to keep gearing and other components perfectly in line. Offered in multiple gear ratios, the Shimano SLX XTA casting reels are perfect for a wide variety of fishing techniques. Features silent tune technology, SVS Infinity braking system, and aluminum Hagane body. I don't know why they would use that word to describe an aluminum body when I'm pretty sure Hagane means steel in Japanese. Either way, I'm not nitpicking, I'm not splitting hairs. When I looked that word up, that's what the internet said anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, Shimano SLX XTA mounted up to the 6'9" medium moderate heater series. Now you know everything that Shimano has to say about this reel. Let's go ahead and get it spooled up with line, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about what I have to say. First off, I noticed that it does appear to have a skeletonized spool. Now, if you guys are interested in learning my reel spooling up with line process, Now, if you guys are interested in seeing my full, what is this? Get off of here. This thing. Oh my God, this is driving me nuts. If you, oh shit, this went bad. This went south quick. Why is this happening to me? All right, there we go. We're good to go. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing my full reel spooling process, keep watching because I'm going to show you again, even though I showed you in the last video. In the last video, I showed you with braid. Today, I'm going to show you with fluorocarbon. It's pretty much the same thing. I got a little cheap little line spooling station mounted up to my side table over here off camera. I did show that up close in the last video. I'm not going to show it in this one. You can check it out if you're interested in seeing the particular apparatus that I'm using to spool these reels up with. But I am going to mount this spool of 12-pound Invis-X over there to the apparatus. I'm going to feed the line all the way through every guide on this rod, and then I'm going to tie it to this spool. We should be able to tie this fluorocarbon directly to the spool on this one, and we should be good to go. So let's just go ahead and get that done really quickly, and then we'll get a bait tied on, and then this bad boy will be over. Hope everybody's doing well out there. One more time, thank you for 93,000. Freaking love y'all. All right, I got my line fed through every one of the line guides on my rod. I talked about my mentality and my thought process and why I do that every time I spool up a new reel in the last video. But now what I'm gonna do is just go through the line guide on the reel. I'm gonna talk about something that I'm noticing here. You see the little bar? And this may seem like a dumb statement and a dumb question to some of you experienced anglers out there, but I have had people DM me and ask me, do I put my line over the bar or under the bar? It's always over the bar. Just go over the shoulder boulder holder. Let's go through this skeletonized spool here. I think it's skeletonized, is it not? Do these holes not go all the way through? Come on, dude. The tricky part is getting it to come out one of the other holes. I mean, come on, buddy. All right. Now, as you can see, this spool does have little holes in it all the way around it, but it's giving me some trouble trying to I can get the line in, but getting it to come out one of these other holes. Well, this sounds graphic. Getting the line to come out one of the other holes is proving to be a little bit difficult. And I don't know how long I'm going to sit here and jack with this. So the more I mess with it, the more I'm thinking that they did not design this in a way that makes it where you, oh wait, yeah. The more I mess with it, the more I'm realizing that I don't think they meant for you to put the line in one of these holes and make it come out one of the other ones. I think it's just there for you to stick the line in, get it to hold it, and then reel a little bit and get it to wrap around the arbor or the spool. Talked in the last video about how the arbor is actually the spool. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing and wrap it around, tie an arbor knot and cinch it down and try to get the knot to sit inside one of those little holes. Rock and roll, and we'll go from there. Hopefully everything works out as it should, but it's practically impossible, or it's going to take a long time for me to get this, after it's in one of the holes, come out one of the other ones. It's pretty difficult. So I think they just put that there to help you get the line fed around the spool. So I'll cinch this arbor knot down right on top of one of those little divots. Also might be there to give the line a little something to bite into once you cinch it down. I always tie an overhand knot right on top of my arbor knot. Sometimes fluorocarbon can spin around the spool just like braid can. So you want to make sure you get it tight, and if you can, you want that knot sitting right on one of those notches. It's hard for me to show you this while I'm doing it on camera, so I'm trying to explain it to you the best I can. But here you go. If you can see right there, I've got that knot sitting right on top of one of those little dots. So I could get the end of the fluorocarbon in, but I couldn't get it to come out, at least not without taking up a lot of time. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it like this. Tighten that down the best I can. Clip this tag in, and hopefully everything works as it should. Let me get this spool onto my little spooling apparatus. All right, and even though I'm not showing it to you because I showed it in the last video, I will try to drop a link to this line spooler down in the description if I remember. I got it on Amazon. So now the next step here, we're gonna tighten our drag down. We don't want that spool spinning. And now hopefully we got enough bite in our fluorocarbon. We did it, we're good to go. We'll spool up nicely and evenly, keeping good tension on the rod. As mentioned in the last video, you want to have good tension on the line as you're spooling it. That's going to enable you to get a nice even wrap around the spool. Here we go, turning and burning. 6.3 to 1, 12-pound fluorocarbon, 6.9 medium moderate heater series. heater series available on 6centsfishing.com. JR10 will knock $15 off the price of each rod. You can get the heater series for 135 bucks. Match it up with a little Shimano SLX XTA reel. You got yourself a pretty sick looking little combo. Making a little bit of noise here, and I know that audio needs to be clean in order for you guys to keep watching the video. So I'm gonna cut ahead to where I have this thing filled up. Remember, always fill your reel all the way up. Full spool is the way. That's the way it was designed to be run. That's gonna give you an accurate gear ratio rating, torque, accurate retrieve. All that stuff is based around a full spool of line. So keep that in mind. But I'm gonna cut ahead so that you guys don't have to listen to this thing because it's screaming at me. Let's spray some WD-40 on it. Go, 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 go. And there we go. We got her filled up all the way to maximum capacity with 12-pound fluorocarbon. One thing I am gonna do, the brakes come from the factory set on number 1. I'm gonna roll those up to at least halfway. And what that's gonna do, let's see, the brakes on this reel go to 6 max. I'm gonna put them at like 3.5 or 4, just to make sure that I don't go out there and blow up this brand new fluorocarbon on the first cast. Something that I've done a lot in the past. I'll get the brakes set to 0, go out there and make the first cast and bird nest like a maniac. I'm not trying to do that. Normally I run my spool tension very loose, so I do utilize the braking system on the outside of the reels at about halfway is where I like to run it. And that keeps me from having backlashes, preserves my fluorocarbon, and allows me to run really loose spool tension, which the looser your spool tension is over here, this knob, the looser this knob is, the smoother your reel is gonna feel. And that's just the way it is, man. It's a game changer when you have that spool tension really loose and you just use the brakes. It just feels so much smoother, so much nicer. It's not as tight, it's not as gummy, and you get less fatigued. You can fish longer, faster, and it just feels better overall to have little to no tension. So I like utilizing the braking system far more than I do this. This thing over here on this side, I keep that thing loosey-goosey. Loosey-goosey. All right, here we are. Now I mentioned the 6.9 medium moderate heater can handle a multitude of techniques. I'll probably end up throwing some of the new 6 Cents Masterclass finesse baits on this setup. Everything from blade baits, jerk baits, lipless crankbaits, small finesse lipless crankbaits like the Duke 55. I could go on and on and on. The PD4 flat-sided crankbait from the Pressure series. I love throwing this bait on this rod. Ooh, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to tie a PD4 on here. I was gonna put a Crush 50X on here, like this Bluegill Candy Crush 50 XR, or one of these silent 4K shad Crush 50s. The Crush 50 is a slept on bait. If you guys aren't throwing the Crush 50, you're definitely missing out. But I think the PD4, it's calling my freaking name, dude. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's check out this Chartreuse Crappie Pressure Series PD4 flat-sided square bill crankbait. It's one of the new hard baits from 6 Cents. And don't sleep on this one either. The PD7, a little bit deeper diving crankbait, flat-sided, the medium diver out of the Pressure Series. Dives 5 to 7 feet. 3/8 of an ounce. I throw that on this setup as well. But I think for this one, let's go with this sick crappie color. That's awesome, dude. Looks like a Guadalupe bass. I have a lot of guads in my lake, and this right here is an excellent Guadalupe bass imitator. I've caught a lot of fish on this color. So I'm gonna tie this one on. Oh, as I see it up close again, I just want to give you guys another look. Check out the top side of that bait. That flake in there, that turquoise blue, so freaking beautiful. And then you have that awesome pattern on the side. That's a beautiful looking bait right there. The flat-sided PD4. Might as well. I was going to tie a Crush 50 on here, but you know, sometimes we change things up on the fly. I turned around and saw those PD4s hanging on the tackle wall. Man, had to do it. Got to do it. Going to tie San Diego Jam. You guys know that's my favorite knot. The hooks on the PD4 are extremely sharp. Extremely sticky. I just found out. I knew that already, but I just found out because they were about to go on my finger. I saw a video the other day. Somebody said, stop wetting your fishing line. I don't know what that was about, but I'm a big believer in applying a little spit to the line so that it can slide, because if you don't, you can burn that fluorocarbon. So I don't know what that video was about. I didn't watch it, but I did see it pop up in my recommended feed the other day. Maybe some of you guys checked it out and can enlighten me. Why wouldn't you want to wet your line when you're cinching that knot down? Especially when it's a knot like the San Diego Jam. It has a bunch of wraps in it. But anyways, I sort of got off track there. Look at this, dude. Look at this setup right here. The bait, the reel, the rod, they all sort of match. That wasn't intentional. But look at that. I mean, it's cool when stuff looks cool. And that's a cool looking setup right there. Shimano SLX XTA casting reel on the 6.9 medium moderate heater with the Pressure Series PD4 and Chartreuse crappie. That's a freaking match made in heaven, dude. Look at that. Look at this. All right, now let's mess with it a little bit. I wonder how this reel is gonna handle the lighter baits. Oh, no, that feels nice. That feels really nice. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. All right, it's really smooth. I have the spool tension loose. Yeah, that is nice, dude. I can't wait to go out there and make some casts with this thing. And I know that's what you guys are ready for. So, in the next video, I'm gonna take not just this setup, but this setup down to the water, and we're gonna make the first ever cast with these Warlocks on camera. I'm gonna do that in the next video. Subscribe if you wanna see it. I'm also gonna be unboxing last month's 6-sack, so it will be a little combination. Uh-oh, what have I done? The next video will be a little combination unboxing / reel testing video. I'm looking forward to getting down to the water with these, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. That right there is dirty. That's such a sick setup, dude. That was an accident, but it's like it all matches up perfectly. I mean, look at that. That blue on the heater series with the blue and the gray on the SLX with the Chartreuse crappie PD4. All the Chartreuse accents on the rod. Dude, that's a freaking super heater if I've ever seen one right there, man. Gnarly. Really happy on how these setups turned out. Both of them. Can't wait to go try them out for the first time. Make the first cast on camera with you guys and do a little 6-sack unboxing. That's coming your way probably in a day or two here on the channel. I've been trying to crank out the content for you. Hopefully you guys are appreciating it. One more time, check out 6centsfishing.com for the killer baits that I've been showing you in this video, for the heater series rods, everything that you see behind me on the tackle wall. 6centsfishing.com, JR10 at checkout for 10% off your entire order if you shop 6 cents and you use my code JR10 to support the movement, to secure the heaters and save the bread. Please take a screenshot of your order confirmation and DM it to me, email it to me, send it to me on Messenger on Facebook. I will post it up, tag your account, just a way for me to say thank you and give you all some public recognition for helping us keep this whole thing running, because best believe, without the JR10 Army, there are no Justin Royal fishing videos. I can never thank you guys enough. Also, massive thank you and shout outs to the almighty Heater Army. Those are the names that you see scrolling across the screen right here. Without these people, nothing goes down, man. These are the people that go out of their way to support the channel on a monthly basis by being channel members. You can learn more about becoming a channel member down below in the description. It'll be the top link. Join the Heater Army, become a part of the family, get access to special perks, get a really cool little heater icon by your name, get access to all the heater emojis, a couple other really cool things that happen when you join the Army. So shout outs to our channel members. Shout outs to the JR10 Army. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Shimano SLX XTA unboxing. Looks so sick paired up with that rod and that bait. Can't wait to put it to work. Stick around for that. Thank you for 93,000. Subscribe to the channel, but that's about all I got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the next one.